So we got new beer from Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery, which is always an awesome thing. But better yet about this beer, is it on the can? No, but the good thing about this beer is that a portion of all the proceeds from it will go to the Australian Red Cross, providing aid to thousands of people in evacuation centres across Australia who have been displaced by wildfires. So even if you haven't yet donated or anything like that, you can do that purchasing this beer. And we're going to get into the beer right now. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, mate Brewski, for the Rooski Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you guys seems to be a little wet on top. Interesting. Okay, that's okay. But today we have, from Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery up in Barrie, Ontario, we have Tiny Little Wizards Southern Hemisphere IPA, coming in at 7% alcohol by volume. And how many IBUs does it say? Not that I see. The website we'll take a look at later, but on Untapped showing no IBUs. But here's what the can looks like. Get a little closer for you guys. There you go, look at that. Very funky. Lots and lots of tiny writing on the sides. So we're going to go through... I think we can go through all of it. I don't see why not, but yeah, let's continue on and let's see what we got. So cracking this bad boy open. Very sticky top. It seems like the beer's sort of overflowed, and even the sides are a little sticky, and I don't think they really gave it a good wash. So something to note, but we're going to pour it into my Waterloo Brewing giant pint glass, because why not? Let's see what we got. There's about half the beer in there. Looking at the beer, fairly hazy indeed. Nice yellow color to it. Nice, ooh, yeah, that's quite nice. Nice white head, slightly off white head, but very looking pretty damn good. But damn, that's a fairly hazy beer. Nothing crazy like some of the Collective Arts IPAs from their IPA series, but still good amount of haze. Let's have a smell. On the nose, sweet. Vanilla sweetness, I think because there is lactose in here. Yep, brewed with lactose for smoothness. Usually vanilla goes hand in hand with that if we can find ingredients. And I do not know yet where the ingredients is on this crazy busy can. But yeah, a little bit of vanilla sweetness. Piney, more grapefruit, not really much pine. A little bit of mango in there. Slight pineapple as well. A little bit of melon. A little bit of what is that? I don't know, sharpness to it, like sharp alcohol between the resiny dankness of the hops as well. Pretty nice. Not too bad. Let's have a sip. Okay. Whoa, hey, sweetness. Where do I start? That sort of just hit me differently than I thought it was gonna be. That sweetness right in the beginning of that first sip hits you heavy, and it's almost like too creamy, almost like a coffee creamer-esque sweetness. I'm guessing that's definitely the lactose / vanilla bits. But that was really sweet. Then that sort of mellows out real quick into more of a tropical fruity-esque flavors, but still decently heavy on the body. Is it a floaty in there? No, that's just a bubble. Cool. Let's have another sip, guys. So cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Yeah, fairly coffee creamer-esque sweetness and heaviness right in the beginning. That dies down fairly quickly, opening up into more of a piney, grapefruity, mango, tropical fruitiness going on there. Pineapple's not really in there. I'm trying to think what else. Maybe a touch of melon as well. Let's have another sip. Slight melon, nice lemony and orangey citrus notes, citrus rind as well going on in there. But it's that creamer-esque sweetness, not like stouty by any chance, but just sweet cream, if that makes sense, right in the beginning. And it does sit a little awkwardly, sort of reminiscent of the Killer Cupcake Panda, but not to that overreaching degree of just awkwardly sweet. This is a little better, definitely rounds out and smooths out the beer a lot more, but still, I'm not a big fan of the use of the lactose in here. Not in this one. I think it's a little too much of a heavy pour in my opinion. But let's look on the very busy can. Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery, Tiny Little Wizards, Southern Hemisphere IPA. 7% ABV, unknown IBUs. Boom, there you go again. Look at that camera, just focus on that. I love it. I love this new ring light. It's amazing. It's not super new, but still great stuff. Where the hell do I start? Okay, let's start in this top corner. Wizards with Hops Brew Joy. This tiny planet is one big place. Happy hops grow everywhere all the time. It's warm down there when it's cold and dark up here. Look to the light. Sunny, bright hops inside the haze. Southern Star hops bring notes of oranges, pepper, and resiny pine shining in this global haze. So I got pepper. Maybe a little bit on the back end now that I see it, but couldn't really pick it up in the beginning. A Canadian India Pale Ale celebrating all the warmth and light and flavors of the Southern Hemisphere. 5 Southern Hemisphere hops to join to create a bitter but clean IPA with a world beat. Passion is not just the name of a hop. African Queen hops grace us with exotic clove, melon, and black currant notes. I could not pick up any clove or black currant, but melon indeed. Galaxy hops bring us a swirl of citrus, guava, and tangy pineapple. Guava, yeah, I can see that. Tangy pineapple. Okay, initially I didn't think so. I thought it was a bit more lemony and orangey, but okay, pineapple. Let's go for it. A brew from Ontario with hops from Africa and Australia. Pretty interesting. Moving down up, there's a lot of words on here, and it's just really hard to read sometimes. Flying Monkeys does a great job with their can designs, but at the same time, they're just so damn busy. All hops have magic. Southern Passion hops from South Africa have the soft aromas of passion fruit, lemon, mango, and verbena. Boom, there's the lemon in there, mangoes. Passion fruit, yeah, I can get that. It's just harder for me to figure it out because I don't really eat passion fruit on the daily. And verbena, I've heard of verbena, no idea what it is. Enigma hops bring berries, white wine notes, and pearl honeysuckle aromas to this winter India Pale Ale. That one's really hard to read. Maybe this is what real adventure tastes like. Hops are never far from thee. So many hops, so travel far, little time and near for beer. How fun to flip things upside down. Do it to this can. Stir up all the juicy bits. See, when you're saying stuff like that, put it maybe and make it not so busy and this is like a hide and seek, like a Where's Waldo of information. Hey. Brewed with lactose for smoothness. Thank you, South Africa and Australia, for growing all this goodness. Holy hell, that's a busy can. And they do have government warnings for the United States. I guess something from Mexico, it seems, because this is all in Spanish. Return for refund on the bottom for a canned on date. There is something here, but can I read it? January 2nd, 2020. Hey, this is the first beer I've had that was brewed in the new year. Pretty cool. Like that a lot. Very nice. There's a lot of information on this can. A lot of good information on this can. It is just so damn hard to read it and find it because of all the weird shapes and ways that it's sort of written. It's a kind of a pain in the ass, and I'm not really enjoying reading it, to be honest. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I do like how they list the hops and the flavor profiles that you're getting from the hops. We got Southern Star, African Queen, Southern Passion hops. What else? Galaxy hops and Enigma hops, all with many different kind of flavor profiles. That is really interesting. It's just such a busy can. I don't like that. And the canned on date on the bottom, it's clearly labeled, but it was put on sort of on the lip here of the bottom of the can, so it's a little hard to read, but you can still make it out. But man, that's a hell of a can to read. Moving over to the website, flyingmonkeys.ca, you go to the beer section, and if you've watched any of my other recent Flying Monkeys beer reviews, is that they don't regularly update their website. So is this beer, Tiny Little Wizards, on their website? Nope. But you can find it on their Instagram page. That's clearly updated quite frequently. And like I said earlier, what I read in the beginning was from a post from them is that a portion of the proceeds from this beer do go to the Australian Red Cross to help the people who have been affected by the deadly wildfires out there. So that's a great initiative, especially since they are using hops from Australia. So that's pretty damn cool. Good for them. Moving over to Untapped, Tiny Little Wizards has been given a 3.75 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 221 ratings. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad beer by any means. It does have a lot going on, really good flavor, but it's just the use of the lactose in here seems to be a little heavy-handed for my personal preference. But it is definitely a hazy, juicy, very it's a little heavier bit of an IPA. It's definitely more of a medium bodied in my opinion. But is it silky smooth? Damn straight it is. So far so good. Like I said, touch heavy on the lactose for me, but still enjoying it quite a bit. If you do want to go to the LCBO and pick up Tiny Little Wizards, I really gotta get this name down. I'm thinking of so many other names for it, but it's Tiny Little Wizards. Just pretty cool. You got Tiny Little Wizards in the trees. Pretty neat. But yeah, at your local LCBO, Tiny Little Wizards is selling for $3.45 for this 473 ml tall boy can. So not a bad price, to be honest, especially it being at 7% ABV, having proceeds go to Australian Red Cross. It's a solid buy, and definitely going to buy it again, if not for the beer itself, because of where the money, or at least a portion of the money, is going. That's always something that you can always feel good about, because you're getting a good beer and you're giving it to a very, very needed cause. So that is absolutely awesome. Overall, interesting stuff. I think the biggest thing that I hate about this beer right now is the layout of the can design. It's just so bloody busy, and it's just so hard to read in these small little comic book-esque panels. That's a pain in the ass. But overall, not too bad. Very interesting, very fruity, very sweet IPA. With that said, guys, cheers on the final sip. Let's get ready to ratings and wrap this thing up. Tiny Little Wizards, Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery. Really great flavor, very sweet, lightly citrus, good tropical flavors as well. But like I said before, that lactose seems to be a little heavy-handed. It's definitely bringing a lot more creamy sweetness in the beginning, and I think does cover up a little bit more of the hop flavors than most would like, in my opinion. But I'm just a single guy. If you have any opinions about this beer, let me know down in the comment box below. Overall, for Tiny Little Wizards gets a solid 7.5 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, they do have pretty good information on here, but it is just so busy and just so crazy. I had no fun reading it. I'm looking at it, I'm just like, this is a big mess. Hey, there's so many colors, so many things overlapping and covering stuff, and it's really hard to read. It's extremely hard to read for myself. But hey, if you have a better chance with it, let me know as well. Website, totally irrelevant because this beer isn't even on the website. There's actually a good number of beers that aren't even on the website yet, and that needs a lot of help in my opinion. So, anybody from Flying Monkeys, if you see this video, please get your website, social media, internet dude to go and update the website, because having both the can and the website for information is just that much more better for the consumer and the drinker of your beer. Overall, with that said, presentation, good information, but just busy as all shit. Deserves a solid 6 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers I want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Neipa, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's gonna do it for me, Neipa. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Tiny little wizards use their tiny little hands to hop this beer and put too much lactose in it. Cheers.